Oh damn, for free? I've seen this in a doujinshi before. I see. Hi, hello, welcome to the very first episode of my gaming achievement hunting journey. Gaming. So there I was trying to come up with insane idea of a video I want to cook up next. Consulting the enigma that is my brain. That's where I come up with doing my own achievement hunting series. Of course I'm putting my own spin to it, focusing on the weeby fan service heavy games. Or as the youth would call them, Coomer games. And what better game series to kickstart my depraved achievement hunting business than the Galgun Trilogy, developed by the lovely people of Inti Creates. I felt it would be a breeze and wouldn't take too long, right? I had to take about 30 to 40 hours on each game, became desensitized to anime girl modes, and now develop PTSD to anime schoolgirls. Now you ask, Casey, why would you do such a thing? Because I lost control of my life. Moving on, if you guys don't know what Galgun is, allow me to educate you uncultured swines. The Galgun games is a series of on-rail shooters that features an anime harem rom-com story. Basically, it's like House of the Dead except replace the zombies with horny anime girls that want to take your chastity. You mostly play as a black-haired self-insert protagonist that is accompanied with a cute angel on a quest to find your true love. Or loves. Plural, while being chased by hordes of very thirsty anime girls. That's basically the gist of the story of these games. Given that this is my first time doing this sort of video concept, me poorly planning this would be an understatement. So apologies in advance, I guess. So grab some snacks and drinks and maybe subscribe and follow my Twitch that I live streamed in. Now let's get this poorly planned ADHD peeled Coomer shit show rolling with these 3 games. Starting with Galgun Returns is a remastered version of the very first Galgun, and where I started this silly idea of a video. You play as Tenzo Motesugi, aka self-insert protagonist numero uno, who's a student at Sakurazaki School. While a seemingly normal day at school, a certain pink-haired angel named Patako, voiced by the lovely Yukari Tamura, accidentally shot 16 arrows into him, making him a double TFP. Way too freaking popular with the girls for a day. Wow. Damn, he's dead! Sadly, this comes with a price that after the day is finished, every female in the world, including animals, will hate him just for existing. Now he has to find his true love before the day is over. I started this game by going blind first, which is a huge mistake. The game presented me 4 lovely heroines to choose from, and of course I choose the drill-haired Ojo-sama Kaoroko for my first time. I spent this blind playthrough learning how the game works, playing the game normally for now. You have to fight through a horde of love-struck girls wanting to hand their love letters to you so hard it gives you paper cuts, or shots their confession of love at you that it becomes gigantic letters to physically damage you. Each girls in this game are actually unique and have certain specific weak spots where if you shoot it, you perform an ecstasy shot, basically one-shotting them. You have this little meter over here that builds up whenever you eliminate them. Once you fill it up, you can enter Doki Doki mode where you put a girl in your domain expansion and stare at them respectfully till the Doki Doki gauge fills up and make them climax. Once you reach that, every other girl in the vicinity gets melted into a blissful puddle. In classic railgun shooter fashion, you have a maximum of 7 stages to go through, with some romance visual novel elements sprinkled between to help you amp your favorability of the heroine of your choosing. With that said, I continue on the stages while trying to raise Karoko's affection for a good or true ending on her route, as there are achievements for getting a good and true ending for each heroine, where I shoot down sheeps to avoid falling asleep as Karoko paints me in the nude. Each minigame has an achievement for perfecting them. Of course, like the gamer that I am, did this on my first try. That was... Bruh. Okay, I'll get back to that later on. The second minigame is a rescue mission to save Karoko from kidnappers. This time for sure my gamer skills pulled through. To my defense, I'm still new to the game. My first actual achievement was when I was near the end of my first playthrough, where I get an S rank by getting 350,000 score points. From here on, it's smooth sailing. I start my first boss battle with Karoko, her attacks being her flaunting her wealth at you and calling an attack helicopter to drop presents at you to give you a brain concussion. What's a better gift than giving you expensive hospital bills? After an epic battle with Karoko, you perform a final Doki Doki to her. I get my first good ending and earning my second achievement. Flashbang! Oh, How to a good ending! Yeah, let's go! Moving on, the next route I went for is Akira the Tomboy. This time though, I pulled up a guide and looked at the achievements list. There will be 2 certain collectible achievements that will be a bog to deal with, but we'll get to those later. For now, let's get to Akira's minigames. Her first minigame is playing with her balls. By that I mean she will throw these iron balls at you because she is very angry at the wimpy you, I guess. Cutting it straight, I also failed to perfect this. I thought about retrying, but I have at least 2 playthroughs for each heroines anyway, so I left it for now. Her second minigame is that she forgot to wear her spats and you have to embarrass her by flipping her skirt and shooting her down. Classic anime tropes, I guess. You have to shoot down junk flying towards you and wait for a QTE to spam your shots. Surprise, surprise, I also failed to perfect this. Oh my gosh, she's wearing strike pant. She's wearing Shimapan! The good news though is that during near the end of this run, I got an achievement for getting my first SS rank. There's another achievement though, rank SS. Her boss battle starts off with her throwing wind slashes at you like some sort of Bleach character. They're actually sometimes hard to hit. Then she starts jumping around to lunge at you. You have to shoot her down before she gets to bonk you. I do this easy peasy with no damage obviously. Shake my hand. Then after that, I get an achievement for getting 200% on her final Doki Doki mode. I do this by just harassing her over 100% until the achievement pops out. Oh, there you go. 200%. Doing this shots up her favorability with me to a great amount and netted me the true ending and my first true ending achievement. Damn, this seems a lot more extra. Is this the true ending? Oh my god, it is the true ending. As I start getting used to how this game works, I work on the lovely Shrine Maiden's route next. No, not that one. That one. For Kaname's minigame, starting with her first one, you have to balance her ladder while helping her find books. She needs these books to help purify Tenzo's sinful soul or something. You help her balance by hovering your cursor inside this box while clicking on highlighted books. She loses balance when you have the cursor away from the box for a while, so you have to find a good balance between shooting the books and staying in the box. I guess that's what they call thinking inside the box. Haha. This minigame was actually the most light work one, earning my first minigame achievo, Super Bookworm. Let's go! Super Bookworm. There you go. As for the second minigame, I read enough dojins to know where this is going. So for this one, I have to shoot the QTEs around Kaname without hitting her. Hitting the QTEs would make its mouth wide open for you to rain hellfire. As you would expect, I missed the perfect for this game because I'm such a god gamer. Moving on to her boss fight. She fights like how a typical Shrine Maiden would fight, by throwing talismans at you and summoning Mr. Happy's in the sky to give you damage because that'll definitely make Tenzu happy. After that, I get the second 200% Doki Doki Achievo. There we go. And my second true ending achievements. Oh my god, it was the true ending, lol. Moving on to the last heroine, we have the cute and funny rock and roll girl. My favorite in this game, Aoi and her magnificent bunny ears. Her first minigame involves her coming up with the lyrics for her song. This minigame is simple enough by just shooting the correct lyrics under a short time limit. Of course, I simply made one tiny mistake. I'm on a roll with these minigames. As for her second one, I have to help her have a successful Gorilla concert. I have to make the boos into yays to fill up the excitement gauge. Surprisingly, you just have to actually just fill the gauge to get a perfect on this one. So I nailed this one thinking I failed because I missed some boos. Before I even... Actually, yes, let's go. That's another achievement. Out of all the minigames, this one feels like forever to finish because you have to wait for an actual full-length song to finish. And boy, I will have my fill of Aoi's minigames in the future. But for now, we move on to her boss fight. She has the sickest boss fight, having a concert stage as a boss arena. Her theme is also one of the best tracks in the series. Her main attack is making a guitar riff so sick it will make your ears bleed. Check, this riff is fucking tasty. Her second attack is literally mosh pit jumping at you. Like Akira's, you have to shoot her down before her petite cakes hits your face. Which honestly doesn't sound too bad. Also, I did a rhyme there. After that, I get that sweet Aoi 200% Doki Doki Achievo. There we go. 200%. Which in turn guarantees me that Aoi true ending Achievo. Yay! Our true ending. Let's go. So I still have a few achievements left to do. I have my work cut out for me. Going back to previously mentioned collectible achievements, one of them is collecting all profiles of each girls. That's right, I did not stutter. Every girl, with an individual achievement for each category from first to third years, and the others categories, which are the angels, teachers, and well, others. Filling out the profiles for main heroines just requires getting all their endings, but to fill out the profiles of the NPC girls, you have to doki doki them 3 times in one run. It has to be done in one run because it will reset in the next one. So if I miss something like a third doki doki in the current run, I will have to do it all over again in the next time. There is a whopping 70 girls in this game. Do you know how ridiculous that sounds? Plus there's also like 3 hidden sisters trio that is really hard to spot because there's like blink and you miss it, while also only appearing a maximum of actually 3 to 4 times. On some routes they don't show up at all. At this point I was already devastated at the thought of collecting these profiles, but I had to suck it up, Buttercup. I already got to this point. I want to see this through the end and make this epic win gamer video. With that in mind, I went back to Karuko route for a true ending this time, while collecting every profiles that I can. This run I get those sweet perfect minigame achievements for that sweet morale and dopamine boost. There we go, supermodel. Yes! Super escape artist. Then I proceed to speedrun her boss fight again, finish her up in seconds, then get that 200% Doki Doki and true ending achievements. There we go. WW Karuko. Moving on, I run back the Kaname route again for her good ending. Getting the good endings is actually pretty harder than getting the true endings and bad endings, since I have to get a spot in between their lovey-dovey gauge, because I have to find a sweet balance between high and low affection rate. Too high would get me to a true ending, and too low would net me a bad ending, because this game does not have saving and loading. With that thought in the back of my mind, I made sure to just get the right amount, while still getting the remaining minigame achievements I need. Getting to the tentacle minigame, I made sure to not hit Kaname and proceed to blast the tentacle monster for the perfect end achievement. Whoa! Woman! Whoa. There we go, baby! Super Monster Hunter. Then of course beating her down in her boss fight and earn her good ending. Okay, yeah, alright. This is the good ending. Yes! Let's go! The run back for Akira's is gonna be harder since I have to get her good ending while still getting perfect on both of her minigames. So while going through her route again, I picked the bad dialogue choices and stop at 100% on her Doki Doki to make sure I don't get the true ending. With that in mind, I get both of her perfect minigame achievements. Really one strong bamboo sword to be swinging all those iron balls. Super Trainer! Sure, some articulate winds we're having. Super Bully! Yes, bully the tomboy. Then sealing the deal with the good ending achievement. And flashbang. Let's go! Akira good ending. I'm blazing through these. Last but not least, I went for Aoi's good ending. Swiping that Super Composer minigame achievement while I'm at it. Another Chibo, let's go. Super Composer. Then finally, I got the true ending again. I don't know why, but I got her ending 3 times in a row. I want to understand if it's Akira, but I just keep getting Aoi's true ending. Nonetheless, this actually makes for a good time to grind for those profiles. While on my way for that Aoi good ending, I earned the achievement for getting all of the first year's profiles. Oh, there we go! First year secrets. All of the first year profiles. Let's go! Then the achievement for second year's profiles, leaving only 2 categories for the profile achievements left. Yes! Let's go! Second year! After all of that, I finally get Aoi's good ending. Aoi good ending, let's go! I did another quick run after that to get the remaining profiles for the third years, getting me the achievement, third year's secrets. Let's go! Third year's secret. Now, I want you to remember this, girl. just note her down in your noggin. It'll be very important later on. So I basically did all I needed for the main story mode, so I move on to score attack mode next. Score attack makes you go through the route of the main story, except it skips the visual novel parts and the minigames. It's also much harder than the main story since getting the Doki Doki gauge is slow and you take a lot more damage. And once you use your Doki Doki, all of your meter goes away, so there's little room for error. Although at this point I got used to the game's mechanics by now, I mostly memorize each girl's quick spot. Goodbye. Ah! You get an achievement for each route and an achievement for doing a route that has all routes in one. With that, I start with Kaname's route first. On my way on clearing the route, I get the achievement Ecstasy Combo Master, which I get by getting 30 ecstasy shots in a row in score attack mode, like the gamer that I am. Let's go! Ecstasy Combo Maker! There we go, score attack, Kaname route. Then proceed on clearing the Akira route. Score attack, Akira route. Kawaku's route after that. There we go, score attack, Kawaku route. Finally, my girl, Aoi's route. There we go, score attack, Aoi route. I then proceed to start the all routes. During my run through of this route, I finally got the godlike rank by getting a score of 600k points during a run, which in turn earns me the godlike achievement. Oh, there we go. Oh, never mind. Wait, that's godlike. Okay. Still good, godlike. Also, along the way, I quickly swiped the Ecstasy Speedster achievement where I have to do 5 speed bonuses in a row in score attack mode, which is basically eliminating 5 girls in very quick succession. Oh, let's go! Ecstasy Speedster. Finally, I closed down score attack mode by finishing the all routes mode, netting me the achievement. And there we go, score attack, all routes. For that, I only have one game mode to go through, the Doki Doki Carnival mode. But before that, I need to get to the second collecting achievement called Title Enthusiast. For this one, you have to collect all titles. You earn these titles depending what stats and point ranking you have. There are 8 titles for 8 categories for a total of 80 fucking titles. The easiest way to do this is manipulating your stats on Patako's beginner questionnaire. Then play through Aoi's route as her route is the easiest to obtain godlike rank. So I have to go through her route 8 times to get all the titles. So at this point I was mentally checked out playing through the same thing over and over again until I finally get this stupid achievement. Loot Incarnate. There we go, baby! Title Enthusiast. After that, I was still feeling the fatigue I had from title collecting. I will power my way to the last game mode, Doki Doki Carnival, aka DDC mode. This mode is kinda like an epilogue to the main story of sorts, where Tenzo is in a happy, loving relationship with the heroine of his choice, except for the fact that every female on Earth hates you just for existing as a result of getting shot by 16 Cupid arrows. Not just female humans, female animals too. Suddenly, we get a visit from this cute blue angel, Patakos Jr., Ekoro, voiced by the great Horie Yui, who bears the grim news that Tenzo's relationship with select girlfriend is not actually sealed by the power of an angel, but forged through his sheer will and effort like the Chad that he is. Which also means that they can still break up like a normal couple. Oh, the horror. Patoko cooks up a genius plan to cure Tenzo by having him Doki Doki every girl in the school because that will definitely heal him. DDC mode is basically what it means. You just have to Doki Doki your way through different scenarios and diverging paths. And boy oh boy, the girls hating his existence is a massive understatement. They get really colorful with their choice of words the moment Tenzo enters their sight. Jesus Christ, man. Being Tenzo is pain. Jesus Christ. Oh. Moving on, you can get an achievement by going through all of the events, so I had to do a minimal 3 to 4 playthroughs. Then at the last stage, you get to either Doki Doki Patoko or Ekoro, or if you get a godlike rank before this stage, you can get to do them both. First, I went with Patoko, of course. What's if you choose Ekoro? Ah, there we go, DDC Patoko route. Then Ekoro's. Oh, there we go. Echo route. But finally, the angel sandwich Doki Doki, which in turn also earns me special secrets achievement for collecting all the others category profiles. Cute and funny angels. There you go. Patako and Echo route. Let me see this. Oh, special secrets. Obtain all other profiles. Yes! But soul-crushingly, the profile completionist achievement didn't pop. Confused, I went to check if I'm missing a profile bio. Surely enough, I was. Oh my god. Remember this girl? Yes, in my haste, I forgot to clear the stage before quitting, so it didn't count like the fucking idiot that I am. Now I have to do another round to get to her profile and finally get this damn achievement. Googling them. There you go, profile completionist. Thank you! Finally, I get the sweet release of the last achievement of getting all DDC events. There we go. Galgon Master. Jesus Christ. With that, I finally closed the book on the first game. Oh god, that was just the first game. But at the very least, I can do something different than doing the same thing over and over again. I'm gonna do a lot more of that on the future 2 games. With that said though, we can finally move on to the second game. Galgan Double Piece, the second game of the Galgan series. You get more girls, returning characters, more mechanics, and of course, more culture. If you think the first game was raunchy, this game really ramped up their raunchiness. The devs looked at the first game and said, but we could do more. The gameplay is pretty much the same as the first game with slight differences in quality of life sprinkled in. This time the girls has new attacks where they put you in a chokehold or tackle you down, give you a big fat smoosh and suck the oxygen out of you, or stomp your ball sacks, or even bitch slap you. The first game had a zoom in function, which I honestly didn't use too much. In Double Piece, zooming in has a lot more uses. It has an X-ray to see through terrains, obstacles, and of course, clothing. Another function that it has is that it lets you see invisible things you don't normally see. It also has another function I'll get to later on. You also get a charge shot that is like an AoE attack that stuns the girls. Honestly, I don't use it too much outside of doing achievements that requires it. Doki Doki is also different in this game. In this one, instead of ogling girls, you touch and tickle them very inappropriately. You can now also Doki Doki up to 3 girls too. The story is set 1 year after the first game. This time you play as Hodai Kodoki, aka self-insert protagonist numero 2, where you are greeted by a familiar looking student who is now human. Felt like I've seen this girl before. And why do I have PTSD looking at her? Ekuro makes a return as a main heroine, and like her pink-haired senpai, shot Hodai with a full charge shot that has the power of 32 Cupid arrows. Now he is also WTFP for a day. And like his predecessor before him, have to find his one true love before the day is over, alongside Ekuro. He has 2 options at the start with a pair of sisters, Shinobu and Maya Kamizono, who are also demon hunters. I started with the Tsundere Shinobu route first, and oh man, this game's achievements is a lot less grueling than the first ones, but it still took a big chunk of my time. Thankfully, the game also has a save and load system, which is a godsend. I would actually go mad if this wasn't in the game. Actually, why wasn't it in the first game? Of course, this game also has a stupid profile collecting achievement. More on that later. For now, I start off with my first achievement in the game by giving a girl euphoria. Oh, give girl euphoria. My first achievement! Let's go, euphoric! Then the feeling the Doki Doki achievement by doing my first Doki Doki mode. From the first game's Doki Doki mode. Oh! Feeling the Doki Doki. Nice. After that is for getting 100 ecstasy shots. Get 100 ecstasy shots. Shot to the heart, and you're too late. Then after those, I have my first encounter with Corona the Demon, who is a contender for my fave girl in the series. She introduced demons in this game's story. She brings a new element in the game in the form of demonized girls. In contrast to Angel's power, they make the girls want to bully the one they love. It just so happens to be our poor protagonist. These ones are very hard to kill through normal means. You have to shoot the mini Coronas that are latched to them to depower them and knock them down. There's an achievement for defeating 100 of them, but what the achievement doesn't explain is that I have to not shoot the mini Coronas and brute force my way through them. But for now, I do my first minigame with What the fuck? classy. After my first experience with the first game, I pretty much know the mechanics and breeze through this minigame no problem. You basically have to shoot these stars down. She will sometimes ask you for specific requests on this heart icon, like tapping, holding, or swiping on it, and lastly, tugging or pushing in a very compromising position to help her out of the window. Sadly, the minigames are mostly like these, so there's a lack of variety. But with that said, I nailed down the round thing in your face achievement. Oh yeah, it's round alright. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be like a achievement for perfecting. Oh! Let's go. Round thing in your face. And after that, I get Mr. Trigger happy for firing 100 pheromone shots. Fire 1000 pheromone shots. Let's go, Mr. Trigger happy. Alright. I then proceed to the second minigame, Her Majesty Shinobu. And oh dear lord. What? Huh? The culture in this game is really off the charts. Long story short is that she got corrupted by Corona and now we have to satisfy her by having her humiliate Kodai so we can have an opening to strike at her, I guess. Like before, the mechanics are the same as the first minigame. Shoot the thingies, poke or tickle and survive her stepping on you. Never change, Japan. Never change. I perfectly nail it like the gamer that I am. Perfect. Gonna get what she wants, let's go. After that very exciting minigame, I move on to the next achievement, getting things done by completing 10 of the girls' requests. Thank goodness it was a banana. Getting things done. Fulfill 10 of the girls' requests. Nice. This is also a new feature in the game where you can fulfill these requests of girls for each stage. These requests range from fighting X item or zooming in on a specific girl. Finishing these requests nets you some currency in the form of the angel feathers. You can spend these feathers on another new feature, the shop. This shop is run by a familiar bunny-eared rocker girl. This is where you can upgrade your stats like HP and shot damage, even buy items that help you get off the clutches of girls more easily. There's also items which can let you manipulate your visual novel stats, which will be important later on. I then get to the first mini-boss of the game, Mr. Demon Veggie, where Shinobu gets captured and bored in true doujinshi style. Wait, did it just eat her? Bored? For the lack of variety in minigames, they at least make up for boss fights. Mr. Demon Veggie fights with clones like some sort of ninja. You have to use your X-ray vision to see which one is hosting Shinobu in its stomach. After that is a bunch of QTEs while avoiding hitting Shinobu, similar to the Kaname minigame. You get an achievement for perfecting this fight. Unfortunately, I accidentally hit Shinobu once or something, so I'm leaving that for later. For now, I got the achievement Jubilation across campus for giving 500 girls Euphoria. 500 girls Euphoria. Okay, Jubilation across campus, nice. Finally, I got to the last stage of this run, and I must say, the music is actually pretty banging. Some of the series soundtracks are actually sleeper hits that I want to use for future videos. Anyways, moving on, I get to the Shinobu boss fight. She fights with the most powerful demon hunting weapon of all, a fucking Mach 10. What a perfectly reasonable response. She pulled out the gat. If that isn't enough firepower, she pulls out the heavy power. Rocket launcher. Oh my god! She brought out the rocket launcher. She also tries to distract you by putting a lewd magazine on the ground. The fuck? She will also hide behind these pillars and fight like some sort of Metal Gear Solid boss. I can see through the pillars with the X-ray vision, and that's where I can deal massive damage as she's climbing. After that epic battle, I get my reward of tapping that tsundere booty. The final Doki Doki is more similar to the verse game's Doki Doki. Finishing this also nets me an achievement. Final Doki Doki. Yeah boy, let's go. Then I get an achievement for viewing my first ending. Was this the true ending or what? At the end of the day, view your first of the ending. Nice, let's go. Sadly, I didn't get her true ending. I honestly don't know what mistake I did. I'll run that back later and get started on the adorable Maya route. On the way, I get Love Gun for getting a 30 combo ecstasy shot. They're easier to get in this game, because in the first game, it would break the streak if you actually miss once. Now here you only break the streak if you take damage or give a girl Euphoria normally. So I get this achievement, easy peasy. There we go, Love Gun. I then get to Maya's first minigame where she also gets stuck, albeit a bit differently. They're definitely sisters, alright. Same thing as previous minigames, shoot things, tickle, poker from time to time, and tug or pusher. After going through those eye candy on peculiar angles, I earned the perfect and the achievement.
All in a day's work. A sticky situation. Easy.
Next up is the second minigame, where you have to patch her up after falling down from the tree or something. She's wearing her PE uniform here, which I must confess, bloomers are very S-tier clothing article. Just saying.
Upwork. Tender loving care.
Before I continue, I take the time to get Aoi's ending during this run. In Aoi's shop, there's a donation option where you can donate to her to help her fund her dream of having a concert in the country where rock is born. The prehistoric age. Just kidding, it's America. This option increases its price every time you buy it. I get the ending when the price is at 9,999. Hodai then becomes Aoi's manager for her concerts at America for a life full of rock and roll. Then I earned the achievement, Fundraising for Love.
Okay, I think this is the cheap. There we go. Fundraising for love.
Loading back to the Maya route. Save load button. Godsend. I get to the second mini boss, Mr. Demon Balloon. Like Mr. Demon Veggie, it also tentacled and bored Maya. The difference this guy has is instead of cloning, his stomach rotates. Other than that, it's the same quick time events, to which I perfected, earning me monster hunting on campus.
Easy. Like work, like work. Monster hunting on campus, let's go.
So going near the end of the run, I get godlike rank by gaming so hard, which nets me the Gal God trophy. Apparently this trophy is difficult to get on PS4 Vita with a dinky controller, but for a PC master racer like me, it's light work.
Let's go. Gal God. Hell yeah, that's me.
Continuing on, I start Maya's boss fight. Unlike Shinobu, she fights with origami and summons several doll versions of Hodai to kamikaze on me. With that said, I wrap her up like a taco, no sweat. This time I actually get a true ending, getting me that sweet achievement ding.
Maya equals best girl, let's go. Alright, that's another achievement in the bag.
After that cute and sweet ending, I went back to load up my Shinobu run to get her true ending. This time perfecting the Mr. Demon Veggie fight.
Load me up with that dopamine, sir. Take down the evil vegetation. Easy peasy.
Then after battling her again, I finally did not get the true ending. I don't know what I was missing honestly. Perfected both minigames and mini-boss, got an S rank. I got pretty much 100% affection with her, and I filled up her meter during her Doki Doki. My guess is I need to choose all the correct dialogue choices on her route. Confused and sad, I move on for now to another route. After clearing at least one of the first two routes, you unlock the Angel and Demon route. Guess which ones you can romance here. This route is actually 3 routes in one run, Ekoro and Corona, and a secret one that unlocks after getting the true endings of the Shinobu, Maya, Ekoro, and Corona routes. With that said, I start doing the Angel and Demon route. I decided I'll get to the Corona route first. On my way to rizzing the cute and funny demoness, I get double piece for days for making 50 girls experience double piece. You get a double piece during Doki Doki mode by not manually ending the Doki Doki mode and caress them until it ends by itself and the girls does a double piece.
Double piece for days. There we go.
I also finally got the aforementioned exercise the demons by brute forcing through 100 demonized girls.
Oh, there you go. Exercise the demons. Nice.
Then at around stage 4 of the Angel and Demon route is where it diverges. I have to pick between Ekoro or Corona's route. Of course, I went with Corona first. After that, we start helping Corona out with her pranks. One of them is a panty raid. One thing to mention about the Angel and Demon route is that it has no minigames, but this stage is basically a minigame in itself. In this stage, you try to collect panties, because that'll definitely be a funny haha prank of all time, while avoiding alerting the girls, Metal Gear Solid style. That is an achievement for getting all of the panties, but sadly I missed it, so I'll get that back later. I guess you could say I missed the panty raid. After that exhilarating event, I finally get to fighting Corona. Her boss fight is pretty fun and a decent challenge as she flies and zooms around the place and shoots balls at you. She also disappears for a moment to perform a diving attack on you, activating a QTE event. She summons minions that has the properties of demonized girls. With that fun fight, I get to her true ending, and this is where I find out I get it. She's top contender for best girl. Darling! Hey, I don't mind this. This might be the best ending, actually. There you go! Corona equals best girl. Let's go. After that revelation, I reload the save for the panty raid stage and collected all the panties, which I also collect the achievement Pilferer of Panties. Oh, there it is! Oh! Pilferer of Panties. Oh my god. Alright. Anyways, time to start on the Ekro route. In the middle of the playthrough, we run into Mr. Demon Balloon again, and of course in true doujinshi fashion, Ekro gets bored and tentacled. Someone at Integrates really loves the tentacle and roar tag. Just saying. Sometime after, Ekro gets sick and Patako arrives to help. We arrive quickly on the roof to get to fighting Ekro, where she becomes berserk. Her fight is basically the same as Corona, since I guess they share a route basically. Except her diving attack is a freaking rider kick. It's also pretty cool she's akimboing the angel version of the Desert Eagle. After that intense fight, she finally calms down and well, falls in love with Hodai, which earns me the true ending and achievement. That's cute. This was a cute route too. Ekro, best girl, there we go. Next, I went back to redo a Shinobu run from the start and finally get this damn true ending. Yay! There we go, finally, Shinobu equals best girl. Getting this also gets me the final Halo ring piece to unlock the Patako route, so taking a breather after all the hustling, I took a look at the achievement list to see how far I gotten. I noticed I didn't get these particular ones that need me to perfect the final boss fights, which was weird because I didn't get hit or anything. I read up a guide to find out what I was missing. Oh, I was missing alright. My shots. That's what I'm missing. Apparently, I also need to have almost perfect aim, and sadly I was just spraying and praying all of the bosses. On top of that, you have to clear the boss fast and take no damage. This is honestly a bit of a challenge for me because, for one, I have poor impulse control. It's in the ADHD package, sadly. Especially the flying ones where my godlike aim was shining. Also, I tend to overthink, thinking once I miss 2 or 3 shots, I reset the whole fight because I don't want to reload from the whole stage again. Oh my, okay, that's way too many missed shots. I think that's bad. Ah. Fuck my life. It was going so well too, man. With that said though, of course I adjusted and steamrolled through these girls perfectly. Starting with Shinobu. Oh, let's go. Battle with the Bay, Shinobu. Nice. Then Maya. Oh, let's go. Battle with the Bay, Maya. Then Ekro. Please, 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 please. Oh, let's go. Battle with the Bay, Ekro. And then Corona. Oh, let's go. Battle with the Bay, Corona. Finally, the next one being Patako at her route. The route starts at the end of Corona's route where there's a choice that will diverge paths, one of them leading to the Patako route. The story is basically Ekro giving Patako her angel powers back in hopes that she would help with Hodai's problem, yet trusting this pink-haired devil in the form of an angel would definitely help. At the end of the route, I initiate the Patako boss fight and with little difficulties, I earned the last of the perfect boss fight achievement. Battle with the Bay Patako. As for the Patoko true ending, her solution to Hodai's plight is just giving him Ekro and Corona as his girlfriends. Makes sense to me. Then I get the Patoko true ending achievement.
Patoko equals best girl. Let's go.
Then I only have 2 routes left to do, the Sisters route and the True Love route. I then proceed to have a Sister sandwich after having an Angel and Demon sandwich next. In this route, Hodai acts differently from the other routes, where he acts like a perfectly sane and normal human being. He's got a point. Business as usual, gunning my way towards the school while singing pumped up kicks, you know. Normal school stuff. This route has the last 2 minigames I need to perfect for. For the first one, Maya and Shinobu, I kid you not, does Ginyu Force posing, JoJo posing, and the fusion dance, as if the game isn't cultured enough. Same thing as other minigames before, hit thingies and do the QTE. So after that totally not embarrassing display, the ritual doesn't even work and was a waste of time. But at least I got an achievement out of it.
Ginyu Force! Okay, let's go, perfect. Angelic fusion dance. Oh, it literally was the fusion dance.
Next up is the Demon Attracting Ball minigame, where Hodai applies lotion on the sisters to lure Kuruna and spank her demon butt. Same business as usual, and with this, the last minigame achievement is donezo.
Right into me, give your meat a good old rub. That's it. Nice and hot. Hot, spicy meat. Yeah, boy.
Perfect. Apply it liberally. Let's go!
After the perfect last minigame is the last perfect boss fight against both of the sisters. It's pretty much the same as their solo fight with them switching between attacks. And with that, I close down the last boss fight I have to perfect.
Come on! Let's go! Battle with the Bay, Shinobu, and Maya. Let's go, let's go, let's go!
And also getting the true ending for the sisters route.
Get. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is most likely. Let's go! I love them both. Yeah!
With only a few achievements left, I gather up what small willpower I have left and started the last route, the True Love route, or aka the Harem route, or aka the Haram route. This route is a bit different from the others, where you can pretty much choose anyone from the non-main girls for your love. That's right, you can choose anyone. Although they don't have special CGs and animations like the main ones, each NPC girls at least have unique dialogues to each other, so at least there's some satisfaction there. This is the route where I bag the last remaining achievements, starting with Pretty Pictures, where I need to complete the entire CG gallery. For most of the art on the gallery you can get by completing true endings and proceeding normally. There's also the variations you need to collect by choosing specific dialogue options at certain situations. And finally, there's some CGs that you get from the bad end of certain routes. The routes being the Ekro route, the Corona route, and lastly, the True Love route, which I went for first in this route. So in this route, you have to raise the affections of any student to the max. You do this by giving them euphoria and doki dokiing them. Each and every girls have certain stats they like and dislike. If you match the stats they like, the meter also automatically goes up. Once you get a girl to maximum affection, you can actually just skip the route to the end and get their ending. Although in the bad end, I have to avoid raising any girl's affection by not shooting them much, which is easier said than done, considering I have to play through the entire run. I also went and made my stats as low as they can to avoid that. This route also lets you select any stages that were previously exclusive to certain routes except for the park ones. With that said, I went through the route, taking care to avoid girls that are not coming after me, making sure to save after each stage to not end up getting locked out from the bad end. I came close to maximizing affection on several girls, but luckily I got it on my first try, finally completing the gallery and bagging me the achievement.
Congratulations on completing the gallery. I did it. Oh, hey, there you go. Pretty Pictures. Nice.
Oh, and as a bonus for completing the gallery, it also comes with a bonus completion CG that has a little eye candy secret.
You can zoom in on this one, like, what? You want me to zoom in on a specific part? Oh! I see.
With that out of the way, I start the True Love route for reals. Like the first game, some of the girls are very hard to find. One of them being the human Patako, the teachers, this creature, and lastly, a literal ghost. I guess since angels and demons exist, ghosts in this world shouldn't be so far-fetched. So I picked the hardest girl to romance as my first time in this route. Unlike the other girls, the only way I can raise her affection is by giving her euphoria. She also only appears once on select stages and is also invisible. The only way you can see her is with the X-ray vision, in. Luckily there are requests that says which stages she's at, so that makes finding her a bit easier. With that information, I get to busting some ghost booty. It took until the second last stage to get her to max affection, to which I skipped to last stage when I did.
Oh, she looks kind of depressed. Well, I guess being deceased and all.
It's the last boss fight with Mr. Demon Balloon, which was light work, to which I get both the Girl of Your Dreams achievement for getting this true ending and all options considered for getting all of the true endings.
There you go. Double. All options considered. Girl of Your Dreams. The double achievo.
That leaves me to one achievement left. Yes, as mentioned, this game also has a fucking profile collecting achievement. This one is a bit different from the first game. Instead of filling their bios by doki dokiing them 3 times, you have to get their profile to have a silver or gold medal on them. There's 3 requirements for getting a medal. The first requirement is getting their 3 sizes by zooming in their body and scanning their respective areas for each sizes. Then doki dokiing them at least once, and finally get their school handbook scattered throughout the school. Doing these gets you 1 medal. The second one is doki dokiing them in their swimsuits and PE uniform. This is apparently one of the hardest ones to do since it involves searching specific stages. The third and final one is getting their ending in the true love route. This is the easiest one to do since you can just skip to the end. For me though, I did a mix of all 3. When playing through the other routes, I would doki doki every swimsuit and PE uniform wearing character when I can, while also doing the first requirements. As for the rest that I miss, I would just do the true love route. Thankfully, I have the all and mighty save and load button to go if I happen to get max affection on multiple girls. Still, this would consume a good bit of my time I will never get back, but it's not as bad as the first one. Am I having Stockholm Syndrome? Anyways, with that I finally net the last achievement and netting all achievements of Galgun double piece, so I can finally piece out of this game. There it is! Data Gather True Galgun Master. Yeah! That's a good blast of dopamine, brother. Although lacking in minigame variety, the game was fun when I was not doing the boring achievements. It also had Corona and Ekro that pretty much trumped any girl from the first game. Anyways, after closing the book on that game, leaves me with the last game. Galgun 2, the third game in the series. I know what you're thinking. Isn't Double Piece basically Galgun 2? You would be right. Galgun 2 is basically a sequel to Galgun VR. Anyways, this game is quite different kind of game from the first 2 ones, where this game is more of a VR shooter than an on-rail shooter. Instead of walking in a continuous linear path, you can pick which place to plant yourself to. Giving your power to girls still works the same by shooting them. You also have new forms of attack. You have the Suck, which sucks up the mini coronas that are attached to demonized girls that also makes a return. The zoom in function returns but has no x-ray. Instead, when you zoom in the eyes of the girls long enough, you can perform a love strike which clears the room of girls. It basically functions like a Doki Doki explosion. The story formula is also a bit different. You play as, well, a nameless protagonist. The most self-insertest of self-inserts. You're a student back at good old Sakurazaki school again, doing student stuff like nodding off, when suddenly you get a weird app on your phone. Turns out this app is the work of an angel. And now you suddenly have a VR headset stuck on your face like some sort of alien head crab. You get introduced to the angel of this game, Risu, who has a big forehead and Mugi-style eyebrows. Unlike Pataka and Ekaro, who are angel students, she's actually a working adult angel who sadly, due to the current modern times, is on the brink of getting the boot. Her quote that you will hear a lot is, "Fight on."
Excuse me.
You have to help Rizu clear out the demon outbreak happening in the academy, or else she will get the boot from her job. Oh, and also the headset will be stuck on your head. Of course, there's also a side effect of the headset where the protagonist makes him a WTFP. So just clear out a demon outbreak and maybe get a girlfriend along the way. Plain and simple. With that said, what horrible achievements will haunt me this time? What ridiculous time-consuming ones will eat me alive this time? They're actually pretty easy. There's no perfecting bosses or minigames or achieving certain points for a stupid ranking. It's not idea how different my achievement hunting experience was from this game compared to the first game too. I mean, just compare the hours I had in each games. There is a kind of a profile collecting achievement in this one, but luckily it's less time consuming than the first two, unless you get really unlucky. More on that later. With that said, I start the game just like the first two, blasting away at girls pumped up kick style in the tutorial stage. I get an achievement for getting an ecstasy shot for the first time, and another one for clearing my first regular mission, so I'm already in a roll.
Oh, there's my first achievement. My first ecstasy shot. My first job. Clear your first regular mission. Nice.
After the tutorial, I'm introduced to the main game. The main areas are mostly the MC's room and the classroom. The MC's room is where I can just relax and decorate the room with items I get from packages when I reach certain points. I can also sit down and think about my life choices like every other human being. Other than that, I can just advance the day by sleeping. This game has a personal style calendar deadline system. We have to get an ending with a heroine before the deadline. Classroom is where I can pick which missions to do or hang out with any girl whose number I collected. There's 5 types of missions. There's regular missions, which basically I run and gun until I reach the finish line. Then there's the search missions where I have to look for specific items while avoiding alerting the girls that are on the lookout. The third one is defense missions where I have to defend girls from being attacked by mini coronas. This one is honestly the most boring one and sadly the one I will be doing the most in the future. The fourth one is boss battles, or more like Corona battles, because she'll be the one you fight the most, which gives the game a lot of variety. Finally, the fifth one is the Doki Doki mode, and oh boy, it's gotten even spicier, which I'll give details later. For now, in this classroom, I'm introduced to one of the potential lovers, Nanako Tamasaki, who's honestly the most plain looking main heroine of the series. For now. And in the MC's room, I get introduced to another heroine and also top contender for best girl in the series, Kondo Chiru, a spunky little neat living in the neighboring house of the MC.
Oh damn, for free?
Raising affection with heroines is very easy in this game, which I get plenty of just by playing normally. If you raise their affections enough, you trigger cutscenes with them and get personal missions from them. There's 2 different endings for each heroine, ending A and ending B. This depends if you finish their route before or after clearing all of the main story missions. I first focus on getting Chiro's ending A first. On my way to that route, I do my first main mission, during which I quickly earn 2 achievements involving getting 30 and 50 ecstasy shots in a row respectively.
Oh, there you go. Pheromone sniper, easy, light work. Oh, there you go. Elite pheromone sniper.
After that mission, I get the Snacks for You achievement for feeding a girl a snack for the first time, because girls love their sweets.
Snacks for you. Hey, nice. Give a girl a snack for the first time. Okay.
After that, I'm basically on a roll getting achievements after achievements. Top of the class for giving 100 girls Euphoria. Demon Buster Pro for sucking up 100 mini demons. You got Metal Corona for sucking up a Metal Corona for the first time. My first Love Strike for performing a Love Strike for the first time. I only did these just now because doing these is really hard to do without getting hit by walls of text. I then get Aspiring Detective for clearing my first search mission. And Spirited Defense for clearing my first defense mission.
Oh, top of the class. Give 100 girls Euphoria. Let's go. Light work. There you go. Sucked up 100 mini demons. Demon Buster Pro. What the heck's this? You got Metal Corona. Suck up a Metal Corona for the first time. Oh, wait. There you go. My first lab strike. There you go. Oh, that was a clear? Spirited Defense. Nice.
After those consecutive achievements, I get introduced to upgrades. So there are some stages that gives you parts to upgrade your goggles for damage, and Demon Sweeper for more suck. I get my first Demon Sweeper upgrade, which gives me access to a new move, Striporia, which if you suck long enough, you go into Hyper Suck, which strips any pore less in my crosshair. This is the funnest mechanic in the game, going around and vacuuming everything in my path like some sort of Kirby. Pretty much anything can be sucked. Mini Coronas, clothes, Mr. Happy, and Risu. Anyways, doing my first Striporia gets me the achievement, my first Striporia.
There you go. My first Triporia. Oh my god! That's a very awesome power, bro.
Next up, I bagged the Love Striker achievement for giving 50 girls love strikes, to which I stopped doing love strikes completely because honestly they're useless.
There you go. The Love Striker. Okay, now I'm not gonna do that thing ever again.
I then net the Demon Buster Master achievement for sucking up 500 demons.
Woo. Demonic Buster Master, baby.
After getting those achievements, I start my Doki Doki romancing with Chiru. I must say she gives Kurona a run for her money on my best girl list. She's spunky and adorable. One could say she's cute and funny. She's also a retro gamer. I mean, she literally has an arcade cabinet in her room. Cultured. Her scenes include you sharing an ice cream with her, doing the Packy game, and showing her woofers for free.
Oh damn, for free?
After clearing enough missions and raising my affection with Chiru, I get to my first Doki Doki, and it's definitely an upgrade from the first two games Doki Dokis.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is happening.
Amazing.
Doki Doki first timer. Alright. That was an experience.
Now after that, she suddenly disappears for a while, entering true neat mode.
Let's try again some other day. No, but I want to chuck. Open up. Lemon. Lemon.
So while she's gone for a while, I do more other missions. On the way, I net the achievements: Strip Machine for giving 30 girls Triporia, Top of the World for giving 500 girls Euphoria.
There you go, Strip Machine. Wait, there's not Crater on the top of the world. Let's go. And 2 achievements, baby.
Now after a few missions, Shiro comes back and it's revealed she's actually an angel all along. She's actually a genius angel that became a dropout angel because she made a weapon that'll wipe out the human race. Because she got flamed playing her first online game. She was probably playing League of Legends. Also genius angel student that became a dropout gamer neat. Sounds very familiar. Check it out, it's a pretty good anime. Anywho, continuing on, she gets angel powers back, which means heaven wants her back now. But Shiro wants to stay in the human world with the MC. So, to convince her, we do battle with her and strip her down because anime. During this boss fight, I got the Hook on Stomps achievement for getting stepped on 10 times that I got accidentally. I totally didn't get caught by her on purpose.
Oh, get stepped on by 10 girls. There we go.
I finally convinced her to go back to heaven with the promise of marrying her when she comes back. I felt like we're skipping a few steps, but alright.
Good lord, that's adorable.
I got Shiro ending A the day after, so I get to do some missions on the side before that. While I was doing that, I got the Hooked on Kisses achievement for getting 10 smooshes.
There you go. Hooked on kisses.
Now after finishing the day, I get to skip to the final day to get Shiro ending A. This ending was so cute and sweet, I might end up having diabetes. MC ends up being a sort of main research subject for researching human relationship for Shiro, which pretty much is an excuse to get together with him. Then we get a pretty happy ending, which also earned me Chiro's back for reaching Chiro's ending A and quitting time for getting my first ending.
Oh, there you go. Cheers back. Quitting time. The double achievement, let's go.
So after that sugar overload, I load up my save again to start where I left off, this time going for Nanako's ending B. Nanako, unlike Shiro, is more chill and relaxed. Honestly, she's like one of the most average of all the heroines in the series. You might even mistake her for an NPC girl. That is until we learn she is possibly possessed by a demon. Her events include exercising her and playing Limbo, you know, just normal high school stuff. Then it was revealed she's actually half demon and half human. After the reveal, she suddenly got the demonic urge to pull pranks.
What's going on? What?
So after finishing the last main mission, that is Doki Dokiing Risu, and for Nanako's last main side mission is Doki Dokiing her, Nanako decided that it was best to go to hell. literally, to learn how to control her demon powers, much to the MC's dismay. So after disappearing, we get to fight Corona for the last time. During the scuffle with Corona, Nanako comes back and helps us get rid of Corona. Nanako is actually of ancient demon lord descent and already mastered her demonic powers. With this, I unlock her ending need to skip to now. But before I do that, I do a bit of side missions, one of them being from a certain pair of demon hunter sisters. Yep, Maya and Shinobu are back with a couple missions to make the MC a demon hunter initiate, one of the missions being very familiar.
Oh. And this feels familiar. I've seen a similar scenario before.
The last mission is of course Doki Dokiing both of them, which earns me the Demon Hunter Initiate achievement.
Oh, there you go. Demon Hunter Initiate.
After that reunion, I skipped to the last day to get Nanako's ending B. Her ending ends with MC waking up to his demonic girlfriend. At this stage, she becomes a full-fledged demon, exclusively pranking and teasing him. I guess you could call her Teasing Master Nanako-san. Just like any demon, she is tempting the MC to play hooky with her and forget about everything and focus on her, like some sort of Menhera.
Yay. There we go, Demon's Pranks.
Then I start up a new game that carries over the weapon upgrades and phone numbers, which are basically the profiles of this game. Speaking of weapons, I got my Demon Sweeper to max level during this playthrough.
To activate hybrid mode. Yay. So, there you go, crazy for sweeper upgrades.
I then got the achievement Chatting with Nanako for chatting with Nanako plenty of times.
Oh, there you go. Chatting with Nanako.
Proceeding on, I now get to working on the Nanako ending A. The story is more or less the same except for the ending. This time we fight Nanako in this round and strip her. In Nanako ending A, instead of Nanako just piecing out to hell, the MC Risu and her demon father work out a way to completely seal her demon powers with a hairpin so that they can continue their lovey-dovey school life.
My little observer.
Then for Chihiro's ending B, after realizing her punishment is over since she got her angel powers back, she goes back to heaven. We fought Corona for the nth time. This time we get saved by Chihiro herself. It just so happens her punishment is not over yet. Then Chihiro stops being a NEET and goes to school with the MC.
I looked right on you. Our new school life. Let's go.
Before starting a new game plus again, I quickly bagged the Chatting with Chihiro achievement for talking to her a lot.
There you go, Chatting with Chihiro.
I then start another new game plus. For the last two endings, the Risu ending and the Harem ending. For the Risu ending, I basically have to go straight for the main message and nothing else. In the middle of gunning for this ending, I get crazy for goggle upgrades for fully upgrading the Paramount goggles.
Yeah, come on. There you go. Crazy for goggle updates. Nice.
Then speed running through the main missions, I get the Risu ending where she asks to be the MC's partner forever, which basically means marriage. Getting me the Master is my partner achievement.
Yay, Master is my partner.
Loading up my save again, I go for the last ending. This ending requires to basically do the Nanako and Chihiro routes after the main missions. Then finally fight Corona again for the last time. Not. Thankfully, Nanako and Chihiro came in to stop Corona, but now they have locked eyes with each other, which made Corona and Risu scurry away. Now the MC is faced with the bickering of his love interest, cause hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. At least it didn't end up like a certain anime.
There we go, a flower in each hand.
With that, I can go to cleanup duty for the remaining achievements, including the dreaded phone number collecting. I've been collecting these phone numbers from the previous playthroughs from defense missions, which are boring as hell but gets me the most numbers. I also got tinnitus from the constant desus from the mini demons. Depressingly, there's a secret number who has abysmal conditions. The ghost girl is back, so to unlock her mission for getting her number, I have to reach a total of 1 million points, which isn't too bad. No, the bad part is that her stage has a 5% chance of appearing. I'm sorry, but why would you put a gacha stage that is required for an achievement? Whoever made this a thing at Inti Craze, I wish them a very Happy day. So I had to try it like a million times to no avail. Luckily, I actually had a backup save where I messed up the orders of doing the routes, but I just so happened to get the Ghost Girl stage there. So I load up that save and get her number. Fortunately, I already have all the girls' numbers by this time in the save. I just have to do Chiro's ending B again to finally get this godforsaken achievement, to which I did.
Alright. There we go. Walking phone book. Alright, now for the last trophies.
As for the rest of the achievements, they're pretty much victory laps at this point, and honestly a sweet reward for this long and arduous journey.
Like, we're literally neighbors. We can just like shout at each other.
来てやったぞ。
There you go. There you go. The cover.
ちょっと兄様。
Oh, there you go. No shame. See? It's for achievements. Don't look at me like that. What was this? I already got the 10-time one, so they already had. Oh, there you go. Made of steel, bro. My my knitters are pudding. Huh?
おメガグッジョブ。
Yeah, let's go. Can't live without kisses. True Gal Gun Master. We did it. It's over. Get off of me.
Afterthoughts. I definitely should not have started with 3 games for my first achievement hunting video, but even after all of the things I went through, I really enjoyed the games. I'm a sucker for on-rail shooters and also mushy, nonsensical rom-com animes, which these games are a good blend of. I give them my cultured seal of approval. Just don't be like me and play them like a normal person. With that said, we actually made it this far in the video. First of all, thank you. This was really my most high-effort video yet, and I really would appreciate it if you sub. I got a lot of ideas planned in my head. For now, I have to go rest and go back to the void. Thank you again for watching, and au revoir.